Sir, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. All I know is I'm tired of writing write-ups on that one particular person. I'm tired. Hi guys, how y'all doing?
Good.
What's her name? Shh. Shh. Ladies, Shanice and Miss Emma, did y'all look at the video prior to class? Thank you, Emma.
No, ma'am.
Shanice, why you didn't listen to look at the videos prior to class? That was part of your assignment. Because I got to show the videos to these children, so you may just have to listen because I have to show the video to them. Okay, I'm done with that. Today is the 15th, 2021. Y'all forgive me, I have to write someone up. Boop, boop, ba-doo, boop, ba-doo. Can y'all tell me how many times I asked her to sit up? About 4 times.
You was up in there learning. He was up there learning so long. And Kanaya was like,
Come on, sweet potato, take this back. I should be through with it. Thank you, darling. Appreciate you. Okay. Thank you, sweetheart. Ladies on the computer, let me explain to you, and those that log in after this and watching on YouTube, let me explain this to you. Today is the first day of the 4th 9 weeks. You must do your work for Miss Adams. You must turn in your work for Miss Adams. Your work is in Schoology every day. It's in Schoology. If you don't see any work in Schoology, that means, guess what? You don't have any work in Schoology. But your work is in Schoology every day. You must do your work for Miss Adams to get a grade. If you do not do your work in Miss Adams' class to get a grade, you will get a 0. It's called an F. I'm not playing with the grading this 4th 9 weeks. I'm not, because you guys got to learn. You got to do your work. You must do your work. When you don't do your work, it's 0. Do you guys understand? I'm glad y'all do. Do you 2 ladies online understand?
yes, ma'am.
No, they already at home. Where they going? The jail. All right, so today we're going to start off with math. Okay, and Shanice and Emma, you guys should have already done your math. Hold on one second. Miss Adams, may I help you? Yes, ma'am. Okay, she can't lay down in here. She cannot lay down. Let her know. Thank you. Bye-bye. She can't lay down up in here. I can't go to sleep. She can't either. She can't talk to her right now. She's sitting on her back, but she ain't gonna lay down. If everybody got to sit up in a tent, she got to sit up in a tent. Attention, dude. Attention. Oh, Lord. Help us all. Okay, guys. Shush. I'm gonna have to go over math with them so you guys can look and listen in on us now, or you can go into Schoology, hit the folder, and do the work. That would be better. Okay, y'all. It didn't ring until y'all got in here. So if you have not done your math, take this time now to do your math, but don't log off. Don't log off. Whatever you do, do not log off. Miss Adams, may I help you? Hey, how you doing? I'm good. Yes, ma'am. Okay. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Bye-bye. Okie dokie pokey. All right. Y'all ready? So Emma, Shanice, you can, if you have not done it, you can open up a tab, minimize this screen, open up a tab, go into Schoology. You can work on the problems as we work on them together. If you have not already done so, if you have done so, you can go and review them with us as we do them together. Thumbs up if you understand and agree. Okay, moving on. Nobody responds. All right, guys. If you sell, I have changed the makeup. It says 5th grade math and science 4th 9 weeks folder. Math folder for 4th 9 weeks, science folder for 4th 9 weeks, announcements. So these are what y'all need to be paying attention to when y'all get into Schoology, making sure that you have logged in to my course, the 2WDD, somebody 7BG3, WNJ37. I think that's right. If I memorize that thing, something wrong with me. There's something wrong with me. I memorized it. Wow. I guess I wrote it so many times. So we're clicking on Monday, March 15th, today's assignment. This is what, if you had your computers, you'll be able to do this, but that's okay. That's why we're going to do it together. Ed Site. And if you don't have Ed Site, enter your full name to open. I'm going to enter my full name and I'm going to call myself Whole Class Darby. That's my name. So when I go back and look at this data, I see, oh, this Miss Darby class. And I'm going to say open assignment. Here we go. Welcome. You are about to start an assignment. The assignment should say, guys, first semester, 5th grade math assessment. There are 23 questions. Answer all questions before you submit. You hit start. And here we go. Update. I didn't need that. To enlarge. All right, here we go. Which number is equal to 10 to the 4th power? Think about how we find 10 to the 4th power. We worked on this last week. Sit up. Thank you. I'm talking to you. Fortune? No. Well, you're right, but I'm saying explain to the class. How did you get C? How did you arrive to the C? Stop making a noise, Brandon. You know I can send this to your grandma, right? Because I just got recorded what you did. I just recorded you correcting you. Make me send it to her. It said what, baby? Oh, okay. You count to 0 because it's 4. Basically, that's right. In a nutshell, that's right. When it says to the 4th power, it's just saying 10 to the 4th power. That means you adding 4 zeros. Okay. Now, if it said 3 to the 4th power, you got no zeros. You got to multiply 3 times 3 times 3. And that's 3 times 3 is 9. 9 times 3 is 27. And that would have been the answer. Y'all got it? Okay, Jesus, I'm talking to myself. So he said C. Whoop, highlight, click it, move on. Enter the quotient. So you need scratch paper out. We are dividing 25 into 3,125. Emma or Shanice, you can come up with the answer if you like as well. We should have scratch paper. I ain't said pencil sharpening, that should have been done. Okay. I have my answer. Think about when you see 25, what comes to your mind? 25. What comes to your mind? 5 times 5 comes to your mind. What else can come to your mind with 25? 25. What else can come to your mind? Who? 1? Money don't come to your mind when you see 25. A quarter doesn't come to your mind when you see 25. So think about quarters. How many quarters will it take to get 3,125? The value 3,125. How many quarters will it take? That's a lot of quarters. Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Not necessarily. We're not talking about that. No, you cannot. You can't make your own money. You go to jail. It's not 300. Because 25 can't go into 3. So I move over to the 1. So now I have 31. Can 25 go into 31? It can't? It can't? Can 25 go into 31? How many times? How many times? 1 time. Y'all don't know how to multiply long division? Let's do it. On your paper. But you told me yes, but now you saying Do you or don't you? Let's be honest. This is my time. I like, Ms. Allen, you need to get up and show me because I don't know what you're talking about. Do you know how to divide long division? Okay. Thank you.
No, ma'am.
Thank you, my love. Divide long division. Okie dokie pokey. I'm gonna see, can y'all see this as I write? I'm gonna try to write big as I possibly can. Possibly can. I'm gonna do that. Leave her alone. If she's not bothering you and jumping up and down on you, don't worry about it. Everybody right? This is long division. Everybody right? Everybody right? What's wrong, Kay? He needs the eraser. She needs one. Huh? What's wrong, Kayla? Go give it to whoever you need to give it to. Get up and go give it to whoever you need to give it to. It's okay. Get up and go give it to whoever you need to give it to. What you say? All right, thank you. All right, so 25. Can 25 go into 3? Can we talk? Can 25 go into 3?
No.
Can 25 go into 31?
Yes.
How many times? One time. Now think about, we talking about money, okay? Do I have any money? All I have is dollars. Lucky me. Anywho. All right, so we go one time, so I put the 1 over the 1. 1 times 25 is 25. 25 from 31 is what? 5 from 1 cannot happen. So I need to borrow 10 from the 3, from the 30. I'm borrowing 10 from 30. So they're going to leave 20 over here and put a 2 and make this an 11. 5 from 11 is 5 from 11. 6. It should come like this, guys. We don't got to worry about 2 and 2, but I bring down this 2. New number, 62. Y'all with me? Y'all with me?
Yes.
Scared. All right, 25 going to 62. Think about quarters, because 25 is just simply 25, 50, 75, 100. Y'all got it? And the process repeats itself. So if I make 25 going to 60, how many times? 25, 50, 75. So it goes how many times? 2. Write the 2 over the 2. 2 times 25 is 50. 25, 50. Oh my God. 50 from 62, 0 from 2 is the 2. 5 from 6, 1. Bring down this 5. My new number is 125. So let's skip count by 25s again. 25, 50, 75, $1, $1.25. Huh? 5 times. 25 going to 125, 5 times. 5 times 25, 25, 50, 75, $1, $1.25. 125. And zeroed out. My answer is 125. So we need to work on dividing, huh? This is a 3rd grade skill. Clearly you didn't. Clearly you didn't. So this says enter my answer. What I have to do here? I have to type in my answer. So I hover over, make it a little cursor. And what do I type? 125. Thank you. 125. And then I hit the carry on button. All right. Which fraction model best represents 4 times 23? 4 times, oh, name 23, Kelly. 4 times 2/3. My bad. So first of all, let's look at the fraction. 2/3. Y'all with me? Okay, so we're looking at the fraction 2/3. Which ones have thirds? Which ones are broken up in thirds? Which ones are broken up into thirds? B and D. B and D. They're the only ones we need to be looking at. Do I have the little thing that I can cross out?
Yeah.
That's a notepad.
The X. You can use your marker and make it. Why would she draw on the board?
Is that the X? Okay, let's see.
I'm not
Oh, yay. Okay, so we got cross out A and we got cross out C. We're not looking at those, okay? Y'all with me? We're not looking at A, we're not looking at C. We're looking at B and D. Which model represents 4 times 23? That's saying 4, you got 4 sets of 2/3. I keep saying 23. You got 4 sets of 2/3. Which one has that model of 4 sets of 2/3? Who? D. Do y'all see that? Very good. So I click on D and roll on. Here we go. Into the product, place a comma in your answer. So if I leave out the comma, is my paper mine gonna be right or wrong?
It's gonna be
It's gonna be wrong. Very good. So this is called long multiplication. Can y'all long multiply? I ain't saying about no short multiply. Okay. You're a good multiplier.
I can't write 32.
All right, here we go. This is how you set it up. 4,238 times 32. If you don't know how to do it, I expect you to be writing it. If you don't know how to do it, I expect you to be writing it, sir.
You start from
What you saying, Shanice?
the back.
I can't hear you, baby. You keep shutting up before you take your pencil off. Your hand off. What you
You
saying?
start from the back.
Yes, you start from the ones place. Very good. Good question. Start from the ones. Catch. Start from, you gotta go sharpen it though. Start from the ones place. This is the ones place. The 8, you start here. And we're gonna focus on the 2. We're gonna focus on the who?
The 2.
Very good. We're gonna focus on the 2 because the 2 is in the ones place. Hold on a second. No, sir, you will not do me. You will not do me. Will not do me. All right. 2 times 8.
16.
Right.
It's 16.
Very good. Carry the 1 to the tens place. Okay. 2 times 3. 2
It's
times 3. Plus
6.
the 1 I carry.
7.
7. Not carrying anything. Now go 2 times 2. 4. Nothing to carry. Now go 2 times 4. 8. So now put a 0 under my 6 to hold my place. Because I'm
You gotta
moving.
put the comma.
No, I don't have to put a comma yet. Not yet. Not yet. Now I got to go to my tens place. What digits in my tens place? 3. So it's 3 times 8
24.
24. Write the 4, carry the 2 to Matine's place. 3 times, that's a 2. 3 times 3
9.
plus 2, 11. Write the 1, carry the 1 to the hundreds place. 3 times 2, 6 plus the 1 I carry, 7. Nothing to carry. Then I go 3 times 4 is 12. I just simply write 12. Then we add both rows together. 0 plus 6, 4 plus 7, 11. Carry, write the 1, carry the 1. 1 plus 4 plus 1 more, 6, 7 and 8, 15. Write the 5, carry the 1, 1 and 2, 3, and bring down the 1. And it said use my comma. Start from the back. And it goes 1, 2, 3, comma.
I have put 12, but I had to write. I had put 5, 6, and 6, but 12 was front.
Well, you did it wrong, baby. So this one I have to do what? No. What I have to type the answer in. Typing the typing the answer in, and I'm typing in 1, 3, 5. No, yours already wrong. Comma. 1, 3, 5, comma, 6, 1, 6. See, you would have just typed it all the numbers and yours been wrong. Would have been wrong, but I got the right number. But you got it wrong. Okay, so I move on. All right, here is a question. I'm gonna sit down on this one so y'all can see. Connor is buying tickets to a concert. The concert he and his friends want to see costs $4.75 per ticket. Connor has $26 total. What is the greatest number of tickets Connor could buy? Now, if each ticket costs $4.75, right? But all he has is $26. Yes. Huh? Go ahead. I'm go ahead. I'm just perplexed. You said 6. So 6 times 4 is 24. 24, and then you got them 75 cents left over. But you got 75 cents left over. So they're gonna push it up. I know a good $2. $3. He may not have enough for 6. Cross out B and D. Okay, we're gonna cross out B and D. What does this mean? Oh, good. I ain't gotta go already. Cross out B and D. All right. So the greatest number of tickets he could buy is 4, or he can buy 5. So let's find out. No, we ain't talking about tax. They ain't said tax. He don't have $26 in his pocket. When you go to the store and some cost $1.52, $1.52, but all you have is $1.10. Can you buy that?
No.
Are they gonna give it to you for $1.52, but all you got is $1.10?
No.
Probably not. Yeah, you get rid of that store, you're gonna get probably tax. But we're gonna look at 475 times 4. And we're gonna do 475 times 5. And reason I can see why he eliminated 7 and 6, because 7 times 4 is 28. That's more than $26. And 6 is 24, but you got a lot of 75 cents left over. So I will eliminate that too. So say 4 times 5 is Write the 0, carry the 2. 4 times 7.
That's 28.
I just said it's 28 plus 2 more. 28, 29, 30. Write the 3, carry the 3, write the 0, carry the 3. 4 times 4. 4, 16 plus 3. 19. $19 if I buy 4 tickets. Wait a minute now. It says the greatest number of tickets. So 5 times 5. Carry the 2. 5 times 7. Plus 2 more. 37. Went too fast. 5 times 4. 20 plus the 3. 23. Okay, so let's try this one. 475 times 6. 6 times 5.
30.
Very good. Good job. 30. 6 times 7. 42 plus 3. 45. 6 times 7 is 42 plus 3 more. 42, 43, 44, 45. 6 times 4. 24 plus 4 more. 28. Oh, went over. He ain't got enough to buy 6 tickets.
$28.50.
Got enough. The greatest number of tickets he can buy is what? 5. Don't call letters, call numbers. 5. He can buy 5. So I'll click on soon as he can buy no. He can buy 5. We can't eliminate it. Miss what, baby? You did cross the mountain. That's very good. And that's what you need to practice on when you go to the ACAP too. When you know some questions, some answer choices are just ridiculously, that's just stupid. That cannot happen. Cross them out so you won't focus on them. Focus on the ones that you're not. Because 9 times out of 10, when you got multiple choice, how many answer choices do you have to choose from? 4. Arvion, you don't get your head off my wall and wake yourself up. All right, here we have. Ooh. All right. Jen measured the growth of a sunflower. In 1 week, it grew 2.5 inches. In week 2, it grew 2 3/4 inches. In week 3, it grew 3 4 inches, 1/4 inches. How much did the sunflower grow all the 3 weeks? What must I do here? Add. If I ain't here, you say it. So we're adding fractions. 2 1/2 plus 2 3/4 plus 3 1/4. Now, something wrong. Something wrong. Something wrong. I can't add it.
You gotta add
They got to have what in order for me to add? What they got to have? They are fractions. They got to have what in order for me to add them? What they got to have in order for me to add them? What they got to have in order for me to add them? They are means. What do they have to have in order for me to add them? Ariane, wake up. Stand up. They have to have the same denominator. In order to add or subtract fractions, they must have the same denominator. Denominator. Okay. So I'm going to change these into Improper fraction.
Fraction.
Yes, improper fraction. 2 times 2 is plus
4,
1 more
5,
5 half. 4 times 2 is plus 3 11 what? Fourths. 4 times 3 is plus 1 more 13.
They're adding. You the one that said it. I got confused.
All right, so what can I say? What's in common here? What's in common? What do these fractions have in common? What do these denominators have in common?
They're from like they all have. They're you can.
They're
both-
even, okay.
You can do them all in twos.
I can't do all in twos because 4 timetables don't have a 2 in it.
I can't see.
What you say, Shanice?
I can't see the board.
You can't see the board. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh, that ain't gonna help either. Let me see what this help. Will this help? No, that didn't help either. That pushed it over to some other something. Okay. Now I don't think you can see me or all of the board. Okay, let's try now. Okay. They all have 4 in common because there's a 4 in my 2 timetables, right? So if I'm gonna change this, I don't have to change these other 2, but I got to change this one. 2 times what give me 4? 2 times 2 times 5 is how much? 10. Now I can add. 0 plus 1
1,
plus 3,
4.
4. 1, 2, 3. So that's 34, and the 4 stays the same. Now I need to change my 4 into back into a mixed number. 4 going to 34. 4 times what is 34 or close to 34 without going over? 4 times 8, which is 32. 32 from 4, 34 gives me 2. So that's 2/4. 2/4 is also equivalent to what? What's half of 4? What's half of 4? What's half of 4? 2. 2/4, so that's half. So it's 8 1/2. Do I have 8 1/2 as an answer choice?
Yes.
Do I have 8 1/2 as an answer choice? It's the first one. I click on A. This just let me know y'all did not pay. Y'all didn't log in when I was teaching fractions, and y'all didn't pay attention. It's okay. It's okay. Oh yeah, that's where it stood. All righty. So we're gonna leave number 7. I think we did well. We're gonna leave number 7 where it's at until tomorrow. We're gonna pick up on number 7. We're gonna pick up on what number?
Number 6.
Number 7 on tomorrow. Now I need for you to take out your math. No, not math. Blah, blah, blah. Science notebook. Shanice and Emma, your directions were for you to have your science vocabulary sheet out. And that's the one that looks like this. That one needs to come out on your desk.
Miss As.
Ma'am,
You said to get the book.
you need your book too. Notebook, science book, and this vocabulary worksheet that we did on the 9th. Don't do it, baby. Don't look. Oh, I'm not. Get that super table. All here. Pass it to Keith. Pass it to that.
I got a whole robe on my shoulder.
And, I don't know if you gave me yours. Because this went in the book, and if you ain't got it, it ain't in the book. Pardon me, sir? No, you cannot move over there, no, sir. No how, no way. No, sir, no how, no way. I'm teaching. I'm teaching, we ain't going no restroom.
She said I'm good, baby. I'm big girl. Hey, hey. I got it. She big girl.
All right. So everybody that turned one in got a grade. Everybody that didn't turn one in, you got a grade too. They're called a zero. It's called a zero. All right. So, ding dong. And coming out of that, going into my science folder, going into Monday, March 15th, today's assignment. And I'm supposed to say live Zoom at 11:30 for note taking for chapter 4, my bad. Lesson 2, make sure that your vocabulary sheet is in front of you during class. We'll be adding new words. Watch the following videos prior to class today. They will help you with this week's lesson. So if you have not watched the video, Emma or Shanice, Emma says she did, but if in case you just did not, it's okay. You can go back and watch it, or you can listen, or you can watch while we're watching now. Now, if you try to watch when on our screen, you may won't see it, but you will hear it. And the rest of y'all need to listen. At some point, those are notes that I've taken from the videos. You can write those notes at some point, but don't write while this video is going. Do not write while this video is going. Do I make myself clear? Yes, ma'am. Please do not write while this video is going. The first video we're going to watch is called Understanding Ecosystems for Kids. When that's done, we're going to watch Food Chains for Kids. You got it?
The earth is covered in living things. From very large organisms to the tiniest creatures, all living things on earth have one thing in common. They cannot survive alone. To grow and flourish, living things need the support of an ecosystem. An ecosystem is what we call all the things that interact in a specific area, both living and non-living. Ecosystems can be hard to define. They are interconnected in many ways, and it is not always easy to see where one ecosystem ends and another begins. Different ecosystems may look very similar or very different from one another, but all ecosystems are made of the same basic parts. Ecosystems have both living and non-living parts. The non-living parts of an ecosystem include things like sunlight and temperature, air and wind, the types and amount of water available, and rocks and soil. The living parts of an ecosystem are the plants and animals in it. The non-living parts of an ecosystem combine to create the conditions that will determine what kinds of living things will be able to survive there. You won't find a coral reef in the desert or cactus in the ocean because the conditions are wrong for them to live and grow. There are three main types of living things in an ecosystem: producers, consumers, and decomposers. Producers produce or make their own food. Usually they make their food from sunlight through photosynthesis. Plants are the most obvious example of producers. Without producers, no animal would be able to survive. That's because all animals are consumers and need to consume or eat their food. Some animals called herbivores get their energy from eating plants. Other animals, called carnivores, get their energy from eating other animals. There is a third group of animals called omnivores. Omnivores get their energy by eating both plants and meat. Humans are an example of omnivores. Finally, there are the decomposers. Decomposers are generally bacteria and fungi. They consume dead plants and animals and break them down into nutrients that are released into the soil. These nutrients are used by producers like plants to help them grow, and the cycle begins all over again. The living things inside an ecosystem form a community. Within the community are many different populations. A population is made of all the members of one specific species. For instance, all of the plants and animals on the savanna make up the savanna community. Within the savanna, all of the zebras make up the zebra population. All of the acacia trees make up the acacia tree population. And all of the lions make up the lion population. All the parts of an ecosystem must work together to reach a balance that allows each of the members of the system to thrive. For example, in a balanced ecosystem, predators keep the population of rabbits from growing too large, because when there are too many rabbits, they eat too many plants. If rabbits ate too many plants, the plants would not be able to grow back fast enough, and other animals that need the plants would not have enough to eat. Without enough plants, the animals that depend on them for food would start to die, and the soil begins to erode or wash away, which makes it harder for new plants to grow in the future. Ecosystems can become imbalanced when something disrupts their normal workings. Anything from bad weather to diseases to an erupting volcano can disturb an ecosystem. Human activity can also damage the balance of natural ecosystems. By cutting down trees and clearing forests, building roads and cities, killing some animals, introducing new ones, or creating pollution, it can become impossible for the plants and animals in an ecosystem to grow and thrive. In most cases, ecosystems can recover and regain a healthy balance if given enough time and an opportunity to rest from whatever disturbed them in the first place. Since people rely on ecosystems for food and resources, it is important that we try to protect them. Fortunately, there are many ways to have a positive impact on your local ecosystem. By doing anything from picking up trash, planting a tree, conserving water and electricity, or creating a habitat for wild animals, you can help the ecosystem around you become happier and healthier.
That's the last one?
No, that's the first one still.
That's still the first?
Yeah.
Oh, I went fast enough thought. Okay. Still, I went fast enough thought. Good job. Did y'all understand it?
Yeah.
So let me see. What does ecosystem both have? Nope. They do have plants and animals, but key in that was ecosystems have both living and non-living parts. And the living, see, there are three types of living things, which are
Predators.
carnivores, Omnivores? No. Producers, consumers, decomposers. Consumers are made up of three: carnivores, omnivores, and herbivores. All right, moving on. Let's watch the second one. Pay attention, because you have vocabulary in this one.
No matter where on Earth you go, living things are connected to each other. From the tiniest of organisms to the largest of creatures, all living things need energy to survive. So where does that energy come from? Well, matter and energy passes from one organism to another, connecting living things like links in a chain, a food chain. Of course, a food chain is not an actual chain. It's a way to talk about the relationships between organisms and show how matter and energy flow between living things. Every living thing on Earth is part of a food chain, including you, and most things are part of more than one. All of the energy in Earth's food chains comes from the sun. The sun's energy reaches the Earth as light and heat, and plants capture some of it and convert it into food through photosynthesis. Because plants make or produce their own food from the sun's energy, they are called producers. Every food chain must begin with a producer. For example, grass. That's because animals cannot create their own food. They must eat or consume energy from other sources. That's why animals are called consumers. The second link in a food chain is a consumer that eats plants, an herbivore. When an animal eats plants, some of the energy the plant captured from the sun is transferred into the animal's body, where it is used for things like moving, breathing, and growing. An herbivore is called a primary consumer. Primary means first, because an animal eating plants is the first consumer in the food chain. Let's add a rabbit to our food chain. Next comes a secondary consumer, the second consumer in the food chain. This consumer is a carnivore and gets their energy by eating other animals. Maybe our rabbit will get eaten by a fox. When the fox eats the rabbit, part of the energy that the rabbit got from the grass is transferred to the fox. This is the end of this simple food chain. The rabbit eats the grass, then the fox eats the rabbit. The energy that came from the sun is captured by the grass, transferred to the rabbit, and then transferred to the fox. Some food chains are longer than this one, but there can't be too many links in a food chain. Each animal in the food chain uses up a lot of the energy from the previous level instead of passing it on, meaning that only about 10% of the energy consumed by an animal will be passed on to the next level. Let's take a look at a longer food chain that also begins with grass. This time, let's make our primary consumer a grasshopper. The grasshopper eats the grass and then gets eaten by a secondary consumer, a bluebird. Then the bluebird gets eaten by a tertiary or third level consumer, a snake. The snake is eaten in turn by an owl. The owl is the apex predator in this food chain. Apex predators are not hunted and eaten by any animals. We say that they are at the top of the food chain. You probably recognize a lot of apex predators, like lions, sharks, eagles, and crocodiles. Just because they don't get eaten doesn't mean that they don't contribute to the food chain, however. When an animal dies, their body is broken down by decomposers. Decomposers are usually bacteria and fungi that break down dead plants and animals into nutrients in the soil, that in turn help the plants at the beginning of the food chain to grow. It's the circle of life. Natural ecosystems usually have more complicated food chains, however. A network of interconnected food chains is called a food web. The arrows are used to show which direction the energy flows and help keep track of the connections between organisms. Now that you understand a little bit more about food chains, see if you can find the connections between living things around you.
All right. So my question is this. Here's my question. Are we part of the food chain?
Yes. Yes.
What are we? Which one will we be considered? Which one will we be considered as? No. Remember, you got primary, secondary, tertiary, and apex. Say it with me. Primary, secondary, tertiary, apex. Which one will we be?
Because if you're apex, you get beaten by a lion. Oh, never mind. No. Yes, you can.
Apex, lion is an apex.
I know. I told her. Lions ain't gonna jump.
You told her wrong. Apex doesn't get hunted. We do the hunting. So if you throw humans into their food web, we will be now the apex because we can eat lion if you know how to cook it right. I don't know why you want them, but okay. I guess if you in the wilderness and you have nothing else to eat but a lion, therefore there he is. Yeah, once you catch it. How do you eat deer? How do you eat cow?
You stuff your
How do you eat pig?
You just put it on the fire and then let it.
So I would think if you're stuck in the wilderness with a lion,
I remember this.
I would expect that you can capture the lion if you're smart enough to outsmart him. I said if was a gift, if you're smart enough to outsmart a lion and capture him, you can kill him for food. Because if you're starving, you will do what you need to do to get you some food. Or you will be the lesser of the apex and get eaten by the lion. Okay? I just want to throw that in. So what we have is vocabulary. These are actually notes. I should say vocabulary notes, but these are actually notes. You need to put that in your book, put that in your notebook now. So you're writing that now. You're not going to take all day to write this either. You're smart. So girls, I'm going to type. Hopefully you can see me as I type. I'm going to share my screen as I type. And I'm going to type out the notes so you can have it as well. Okay, girls?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Y'all got to respond to me. I must not do nothing. On this side and not in my window. Thank you. She's so mean. Let's see. Can I type on my window? Yes, I can. You can do it. Yes, you can. Bob the Builder, can we fix it? Why am I still not typing? I feel lonely. Vocabulary. Y'all, I can't spell, so forgive. Vocabulary and notes. We're gonna name it that. Format. Make it bigger. Put it in black. Bold. Big. Okay. Girls, can y'all see?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, very good. We're in chapter 4, lesson 2. Please, what it is, study, because some of you guys are not studying. And when we talk about living and non-living, here is your new vocabulary word for that. There it is. Abiotic and biotic. Abiotic means Jesus. Trying to type on this screen for y'all. Abiotic means what? Non-living. And biotic means living. Know that. Producers are also known as who? Plants. Thank you. I ain't talking to myself. Consumers, also known as, thank you, all animals. And consumers are broken down into how many groups? 3. Herbivore. Carnivore. And omnivore. And then we also have decomposers. And those are your bacteria and fungi. Your fungus. Okay. Got room for one more. Okay, girls, do y'all have that? I said, girls, what's wrong?
I'm almost.
You almost done? Okay, because I can't go any further because I can't scroll my page. I gotta add a new page. When y'all get that done, let me know so I can finish typing the rest of it. Very good, Emma. Thank you. Shanice, waiting on you. You finished writing your notes? Are you finished writing your notes? Are you finished writing your notes? If you're not finished writing your notes, you can't go anywhere. I'm sorry. Work comes before anything else. What part are you on, Shanice? Oh, you finished? Good, very good. Okay, now I'm gonna make another page. If I could. Okay. Next page. Every food chain begins with a producer. And what is a producer? A plant. Very good. You through writing all your notes? Yeah, but quickly hurry that thing up because our notes on that door. Primary consumer. A primary consumer is the first in a food chain. The first in a food chain. And that's normally a what? What kind of consumer? A herbivore, because it's the only one that eats plants. Secondary consumer. Not right now, Fortune. When he comes back. What you want? You finished writing your notes. You wrote them right. When he come back. Secondary consumer is the second in a food chain. Ooh. And they are normally typically your what? What is a herbivore? Plants are not a herbivore. No, y'all can't even read. That says carnivore. This is what I'm saying. You just don't be writing stuff, just be writing it. You're writing it to learn it. And I'm asking questions so you can learn. And then you have your tertiary. Uh-oh, that's tart. You have your, that ain't spelled right. Tertiary. You have your tertiary consumer. That's your third. That's the third in a food chain. That's the third consumer in a food chain. And that one can be a carnivore or an omnivore. Okay. And he's third, and that's when you have your more complex or more longer food chains. Then, of course, in those complex or more longer food chains, you have the one that sits at the top, and that is your what? Apex predator. Your apex predator. And your apex predator, as we say, top of the food chain. He's the master. That's what we call him, the master. They're not hunted. They are not hunted or eaten. Not of, or eaten by any animal. They're not hunted or eaten by any animal. Okay. Ooh, bless you. Bless your heart. And of course, we have what's called a food web. And a food web is connections of organisms in an eco or in the ecosystem, and they consist of many chains that are connected. Okay. All righty then. Okay, that are connected. Close that out. Uh-oh, my bad. Go right here. Close that out. Okay, those are your notes, girls, for now, because we got to go into our textbook. And we got 20 minutes. Depends on how long it takes people to write, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Ariane, have you written one note? Ariane, can you see the notes from where you're sitting? So it's not clicking, it hasn't clicked in your head in the past 20, 15 minutes to move over like Fortune did, move up like Jacoby and Passion did. It's not gonna click for you to do those things because, baby, guess what? I'm moving on with my life. This is the fourth 9 weeks. You're gonna get exactly what you make. When I call for my notes and I need to do a note check and you don't have what you're supposed to have, you're getting a 0 and I'm moving on my life. Anywho, can't tell 5th graders what to do, shouldn't be able to. They should already automatically know what to do. Ain't no way I'm gonna sit in a classroom in the back and just sit there and look crazy. Oh no. Cody, sit right there. Child, please. This week is a wrap. Why would I go downstairs? Oh no, I ain't got nothing to do with that. Kelly, don't talk. Be quiet. That's all I'm saying. Good job. You have 3 minutes. 3 minutes. You have 3 minutes. Did that boy come back so that other child can go to the restroom? You. Emma and Shanice, are y'all through writing?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. I'm finna pull up our book. Ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then they're gonna be stupid when they gotta come to the class and like, why are so many instruments at?
Don't ask me.
There's only two people on the road.
How would she not know? How would she know? Oh, I've been saying they only two names. Okay, I got you. I'm sorry. My bad. I'm a little slow. My bad. I was processing a little slow right there. I'm not slow. No. I was processing slow. Okay. Yeah, let's fix that to go. Okay. Yes, my love. Oh no, I don't think so. I don't expect you should.
He said we gonna play in the snow, the rain, the mud, and the dirt.
He animated about that thing, huh?
Then my brother coach made them run it up to the field, so they had to run 6 numbers.
You have 1 minute. If you're finished, turn to page 159 in your science book and get your highlighter together. Highlighter, your pencil, your pen, your Crayola, whichever one you want to use. Get it together. 159. 159. You should be at 159.
Oh, you wanna see my
No, I don't want to see that. Excuse me. I'm sorry. What part of what are you doing? Is this it? No, that's not it. Oh, that's too big. Girls, can y'all see this big enough?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. Let me see if I can do it like this. That might be that one might be a much better fit for us right there. Can y'all see that good?
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. Who's she asking that to? It ain't got nothing to do with nobody liking them. If you don't pay attention, you get put out. Whatever, they're twins, ding dongs. They're vibing off each other. Then you get put out today too.
Yeah, she got put out with Khalil.
Then you get put out today. This morning. Get off my pencil shop and I can't hear her.
See the page you're on.
Ma'am.
I don't see the page I'm on. You on because I'm already on 150.
You on 159?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You in 159 on your book, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Emma, do you have a book? Or your book still?
Ma'am.
You have a book, Emma?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, good. This is going to be a good one here. Good. So y'all can follow me on in the book. You ain't got to follow me on the page unless you want to, but it'd be best to follow me in the book.
I don't see the page.
159, baby. The one with the crocodile at the bottom. Somebody's talking. Shush, please. Let's get in our seat. Game over with the notes. Get them on your time. This is my time now. Everybody, get them on your time now. Everybody should be on page 159. You got 10 minutes or you gonna miss PE. We ain't gonna finish this, but we can at least get started on the first page. Get off my pencil sharpener, Fortunate, right now. Irrelevant.
Bro, it's not like-
All right. Clap, 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 clap. Clap, 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 clap. Had to do some documentation right there. All right, here we go. Interactions in the ecosystem. A lot of this I'm about to read, we already got in our notes, okay? From up there by watching the video. Read along with me so you'll know exactly where to highlight when I say highlight that. Are you following? What's wrong? Baby, hurry up. You knew what we was doing. Anyway, ecosystems are made up of living and non-living things. We already know that. Ecosystems are made up of living and non-living things. We already know that. The living things in ecosystems interact with each other in a variety of ways. So right here, they're about to get ready to tell us some ways that living things in ecosystem interact. So if I were you, I will underline living things. Let me get my underline together. Living things in ecosystems interact with each other in a variety of ways. Get ready. Some organisms, get ready to highlight, help one another meet their needs. I highlight help one another. Then it says some organisms may eat other organisms. So I might say may eat other organisms, and that's all I'm highlighting, and get energy or nutrients from them. And some organisms compete with one another. So I might say compete with one another. And they compete for space or they compete for food. So all I underlined was living things and ecosystems interact with each other in a variety of ways. Help one another, may eat other organisms, compete with one another. That's all I've underlined. Okay, moving on. In some ecosystems, birds may flock near larger animals. The animals may disturb insects in high grasses. As the insects fly or jump away, the birds are able to catch them for food. The birds are helped by this relationship, but the larger animal is not affected. Some animals in an ecosystem must hunt other organisms to fill their energy needs. In this type of interaction, only one organism is helped. An animal that hunts and eats another animal is called a predator. So if you don't know what a predator is, which you should because it's on your what? Vocabulary sheet. Predator is an animal that what? Hunts and eats another animal. That's called a predator. You are actually considered an animal. Any animal that is hunted by others for food is called prey. So if you're hunted by others for food, you are called a prey. The predator gets his energy from the prey when the predator eats the prey. So how much energy does the predator get from the prey? No, he does not get all. What the video said. It said a percentage. It didn't say half. How much? Oh, somebody's texting me. Let's see they get the answer. No. Very good, Emma. Clap, 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 clap. 10%. 10%. The predator only gets 10% energy from the prey. Okay? Remember that. You're going to need it. Write it down if you must. 10% energy goes to the prey. Goes to the predator. The predator gets 10% energy from its prey. Okay, I don't see you writing it down. You know your brain ain't worth much. You improved that. I saw what your test looked like. Uh-huh. Since you put yourself out there. Mm-hmm. Okay. So like I said, we was going to do this one. Let's look at this picture. What is that picture of at the bottom? Is that an alligator? How can you tell the difference between an alligator and a crocodile?
They are similar.
They are similar, but how can you tell if you're looking at an alligator or if you're looking at a crocodile? How can you tell? Okay, excuse me, Fortunate. That's not the question I asked. I asked, how can you tell the difference between a crocodile and an alligator?
That come
And
in
that's the answer I'm looking for. Nope, nope, nope. Nope, nope, nope. Anybody?
That come
Nope.
in shapes and colors.
Yeah, they do, but that ain't how you can tell the difference. Listen, when you write the word alligator, it begins with what letter? A. When you write the word crocodile, it begins with what letter? C. Who is that over there talking? You gonna go to sleep and then you gonna talk? Something wrong with this picture. How you can tell an alligator starts with the A, right? And when you write the letter A, it points at the top. If the alligator's mouth is pointy, you're looking at an alligator. If his mouth is curvy, round at the top, you look like a C, you're looking at a crocodile. It's the mouth. I'm not counting teeth. Okay, the picture at the bottom, who is the predator?
The fish.
The fish?
Oh, the crocodile.
The crocodile. The crocodile is the predator because he's hunting. He's eating another animal. And who is the prey?
The fish.
The fish, because he's being eaten by the crocodile. Now, here's a question. Here's a question. Can the fish be a predator also?
Yeah.
Very good. It can eat things in the water, such as plankton or shrimp, or
Can eat
it can eat what, Shanice?
a plant.
It can eat a plant. It probably could. I don't know. It could. It could eat a plant. Probably could. Anywho, be quiet. That little fish cannot eat a shark. And then he's not a predator. He's a decomposer because he's eating on something dead. I'm just saying. Okay. All right, guys. Good job. Shanice and Emma, great job. Give yourself a hand clap. Good job for sticking in with us today. On tomorrow is Tuesday. We're coming back in on Tuesday. We're going to pick up on number 7 in math, and we're going to pick up on page 160 in the science book on tomorrow. Because when you get back from spring break, you will have a test. Well, no, I lie. I'm sorry. I lie. No, you won't have a test. This test you won't see until after ACAP testing. This test you will not see until after ACAP testing. But you will have many activities for this lesson. Okay.
It's Adam.
Yes. Hold on. You can hold your thought. Yes,
So you have
Shanice.
to answer this question with the
Answer what, baby?
Do you have to answer these questions with the story?
Talking about on page 159.
Yes, ma'am.
We just answered it. I just needed you to use the pictures below to classify the animals as predator or prey. That's it. We did it. We did it verbally. You don't have to write nothing. You done all your writing for today. Okay? You done all your writing for today. If you have no questions, I have no questions. I'm good. You're good. I'm gonna stop my sharing. Let me see. Can I go back to my sharing? Okay, let me save. I got to save this. Hold on. Okay. I need to save this. How you save it? I don't know. Let me put it back there. Oh, there it is. I need to save. All clear. I need to save. Okay. So with that being stated, I'm gonna stop my share. Girls, you did well today. Have any questions, feel free to contact me. I will see you tomorrow at 11:30. Talk to you later. Have a good evening.
Bye, Miss Adams.
Bye, Shanice. Bye.